So I hadn't planned on making a video this morning, my fellow agents. However, since title update 17.2 came out yesterday, I've been getting a lot of questions concerning some of the changes that were made. So in today's video, we're going to go over a few details and most importantly, answer some of the questions you've sent the channel. What's up, my YouTube family? Graybeard with the Gaming Brigade, back with another Division 2 video. And obviously yesterday's big news was Division Day. It's happening tomorrow, April 20th, and yes, I will be live streaming it at the channel, but I wanted to take a few minutes today, and as I said, go over some of the questions you sent in regard to what is going on with TU 17.2. Now, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button, and if you enjoyed this or found it helpful at all, do me a favor and hit that like button as well. Now, the first thing we're going over has to do with the Convoy XP, and this was the #1 comment you sent the channel, and that has to do with the fact that the resource Convoy XP apparently was cut in half. Now here's the thing, and the footage you're looking at is from over 2 years ago, and most of you know at the channel, one of my favorite, type of videos to put together are farming videos, and this is something I've been doing for a while, and I would always notice that in the comment section of the XP farming videos I put together, people would always say farm resource convoys, just do those, you get a ton of XP, and I was thinking I am farming resource convoys. Now, I have no idea if I just never noticed that you would get double XP for that. And the problem is here, my friends, that was never supposed to happen in the game, and they left it in the game for so long that there are people who've been playing this from day one going, why did they nerf it? Well, they nerfed it into the ground. Why did that take place? But unfortunately, the fact is that never should have been here in the first place. And obviously, in any game whatsoever, if something is cut in half, it's going to be abundantly clear when that takes place. Now, they have been talking about these XP adjustments for a while, and to the best of my knowledge, all we witnessed yesterday was the game taking that first step, making the adjustment to the resource convoys, and hopefully soon we will see other farming methods get increased as far as XP goes. They haven't given us that information as yet, but as soon as they do, I will definitely pass it along. Now, with that being said, my friends, we are going to talk about the determined talent, and that was definitely nerfed yesterday. You can see they say they fixed the issue where landing a killing body shot empowered the determined talent or its perfect version to replenish the talent. Now, in my opinion, and again, I'm saying this as someone who plays PvE, and if you play PvP, let me know if this, talent was an issue in that game mode, but for me, it actually made me want to do a sniper build. I was actually really enjoying putting those builds together. I was having a lot of fun, and this drastically changes how the game does play when you're using a build like that. Now, I want to point something out, and that's the footage you're seeing on screen. Now, if you look at my shade level, it's 1402, and at this point, I think I'm at 31 something in the game, and this footage is from over 2 years ago, and if you look at my build, you can see I'm using the Memento backpack and the Scorpio shotgun, and that's pretty much the exact same build I use to this day, and again, it's been over 2 years, so what I don't understand is this. Why introduce all of this new stuff in Season 11 that is centered around marksman rifles, headshots, things like that? You introduce an amazing new talent into the game, then make such a drastic change. Now look, the bottom line is, you can still put together a one-shot build, and that's something we've been able to do for the longest time in this game, whether it's aces and eights, whether it's Sawyer's knee pads, or Raldi. I mean, I've put out builds in the past that can one-tap NPCs, and that's been the case for a while. However, one thing I noticed when Determined came out, I was getting so many messages from people saying they'd never tried a sniper build before, they were having so much fun, they were using the talent on a handgun with a tank build, and that's also something they've never really tried. But since yesterday when the talent changed, I'm already getting messages from people saying, well, I'm going back to my old build now, I'm just going to do the Scorpio or SMG build or whatever it is, something that they've been running the whole time. And in this game, when you change your build, it really does happen to change your gameplay, and I just don't understand why or how this was an issue for players. Now, as I said before, let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and one thing I know I'm going to hear is the comment from people saying, every time we get something in the game and we have fun, the devs take it out, and that's not the case, because if it was, we wouldn't have Hunter's Fury, we wouldn't have the Scorpio, we wouldn't have Memento. Those are magical. I mean, that's a magical combination right there. So again, my friends, let me know what you think, and as always, questions questions, comments, let me know and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. A few more things to mention, then we're going to wrap this video up. Now, it was brought to my attention that apparently now you can travel to loot boxes on the map. And one thing I've discovered, and please let me know if you've seen anything different, but it seems the only lock boxes you can actually fast travel to are the ones that are located inside of missions. However, when you load into the game, you're brought to the beginning of the mission itself, not to the actual lockbox location. Now, I have tried to fast travel to different lockboxes in the open world. That will not work, nor is it supposed to, and if it happens to work for you, please let me know. Last but not least, today, my friends, we're going to talk about game stability. Now, most of you may know that I only play on console. I really am rarely ever on my PC character. I pretty much just use that for the PTS, different things, whatever it is. Now, one thing I brought up in last week's video was that for me, Xbox, everything was great, had no problems whatsoever, but on PlayStation, and I'm on PS5, I could not play Countdown, meaning the lag was so terrible that it made the game unplayable. It would not work at all. Now, since Title Update 17.2, it is completely changed, and for me it's functioning properly. So if you do play on PlayStation or console, let me know what's going on with your gameplay. But that does bring me to a major issue that unfortunately a lot of you are still having in the game, and that is for PC players and the constant crashing. And one thing I've discovered, and this is based on your feedback, is that your experience with this game is truly split down the middle 50-50. You either have no problems whatsoever or it is crashing for certain people non-stop. This is something that's been going on in the game for the longest time. If you're having that issue, please let me know, and I sincerely hope they fix that soon. With all that being said, I'm going to start to wrap this up. As I mentioned earlier, I will be live streaming the Division Day tomorrow, which is obviously Thursday, April 20th. I will be going live at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, about 30 minutes before the event begins. So I do hope to see you here at the channel. Now, I want to also mention that people who are streaming this on Twitch are going to have drops for the game. I want to let you know they're not going to be here because I am going to be on YouTube. I obviously, I'd love to see you here, but again, I always want to make sure I give you the most accurate information that I can, and I just want, we're family, I want to make sure you get the stuff you're looking to get. So anyway, my friends, what else is there? Oh, most of you know this, but we are having a giveaway for a PlayStation 5. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe here or follow on Twitter, and the winner will be announced May 4th of this year. On that note, I'm going to let the rest of the video play out. Thank you again for your amazing support of this channel, and as I said at the beginning of this thing, if you happen to be new here, feel free to hit that subscribe or join button. You could hit that like button as well, but most importantly, take care of yourselves, be kind to each other, and we will talk to you soon. Thanks again, everyone.
System curtailed.